I also, okay, of course, I have to talk about my team, of course. Okay.
சொல்லுங்க நீங்க சொன்னாதான் தெரியுது உங்க டீம் விளையாண்டாங்களா இல்லையான்னு.
I've been a Dutch fan from the 88 from the Gullit and Boston Rijkaard time, and I've never changed. Although Liverpool nala, I might watch England game, but I've always been a Dutch fan. But before even we kick the ball, I already know Dutch is not going far this time around. Because a lot of young players are coming up. Stars. I mean, these are the team which had so many superstars, but they were all mostly playing in the Dutch league and also around the league. But they did well. I think the group wise they did well. I think Gini did well in the first 3 games. Of course, again Czech Republic and the red card nala they could not do much. They were really controlling. So obviously I cannot say much, but I'm quite happy to see some young players, Dumfries, and then I saw Gravenberg. All these fellas are coming. I don't know Ajax for the players. I think there is still hope for Dutch, and maybe during the World Cup they might rise, not up to the level where Italy and England have done, but I still feel they're not so far away from where they are. They keep producing good young players, and that was the thing. But we want the best fans. The best fans or hero was for Dutch. So we're happy about that.
It's actually என்னன்னா ஒரு வருத்தம் ஏன்னா டச்னு வந்து சொன்னா everybody talks about total football.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So அது வந்து அந்த டோர்னமெண்ட்லயே நான் அந்த கேம்ல நான் பார்க்கல.
Total football, I think it's something which is not being picked up by the team for very long, because when they were 10 men, Angadan total football should have kicked in, and any team which should be able to play with 10 men, that should be able. The total football is made for that, so it didn't happen.
Basically everybody does everyone's job.
Yes.
In a nutshell, everybody has to do everyone's job, except for, of course, being a goalkeeper. That
especially the coach Frank de Boer also is not very experienced. We all remember him with Crystal Palace not winning a single game. Still learning coach, but of course he stepped down after the tournament. We hope that we get a better coach now, who can bring this team to where it should be. So
who's there now? Who do you think is the best person?
I am not sure. Of course, if they could convince Rijkaard back, that'd be good, because I think he did quite an excellent job in Barcelona. Maybe it's not proven, but I don't mind trying him out. I don't want to say again to Luis Yenggal and also all this. But I saw when Ristoroi was there, he was the coaching team and all that. Maybe they are grooming him for the next level. And he actually was responsible bringing in some of the young players and all that. Maybe he could be next in line. I'm not sure.
Do you think Dumfries will be snapped up or?
Okay, firstly, what is his role? Is it a right back or right wing or right midfield? I have no clue.
I think the யார் வாங்குறாங்களோ யாரு அடுத்த டீமுக்கு போறாரோ I think that's why he's going to establish himself னு எனக்கு தோணுது, because he I think I think best player for Dutch, if I'm not my point of view. He's young, okay? Yeah. He's young, he's got speed. So I'm going to be biased. So he needs a man management coach. So when you get somebody who's 60, 70 years old and someone who sits up the pedestal and says, "Nah, get this, get his coaching staffs to do all this work during training and all that," and he sits up there and just writes in a notepad and all that, you're not going to get the best of it. I think he needs a coach that's going to be out in the pitch, in the training, kicking the ball, passing the ball at him, stopping and correcting him and guiding him along the way. So that's why he needs to go ne enakku thonudhu. So அந்த மாதிரி பார்க்க போனா I think there's only a few coaches that's there who are man managed people. So of course number one would be for me is Klopp. He takes care of the young players. Some people to an extent where, he educates them in a lot of things. So, and he, I think one of the good things that he does well is he has a buddy system. So he pairs senior players, young players. He does all that. I mean, imagine if you have a roommate like James Milner.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good experience. But having said that, I think I hope he picks the right club.
So hopefully Rafa won't snap him also, right?
So yeah, I hope Dumfries gets the right pathway in it. So hopefully he comes up. These are the players that I think we want to see in the next Champions League matches.
Correct, and also we want to see them in big leagues, Champions League and Premier League and all that. To see them
basically
how they're
we want
doing
to see them.
But I have a feeling somehow he might end up in a little smaller club. Like maybe he might go to Palace where Vieira is there. Vieira I think as a player and coach they are proven. As a coach, he's still struggling, but I think it'll be good for him also. But then again, Dutch or the academy is quite good. They do train you and they prepare you and all that compared to that. So, so I can see that in him when he was going, because total football, but this guy really showed total football because I don't even know what is his role. When you see the lineup, he's the right back. Okay, but it's up and down and he's sometimes in the middle on the right hand side. So I really don't know where his actual role, which was great. Nice to see that. Hope for the best for him. You see a lot of good talent. Even Damskar we saw Ishak from Sweden. So he also was good. He didn't score, but I felt he controlled well. And probably not Zlatan level yet, but he had a good tournament. He had a good tournament,
yeah. Sweden was good. Overall, I think it was a good tournament for the neutral. For the neutral.
Yes. எனக்கு எது முதல்ல ரொம்ப பிடிச்சிருந்துச்சுன்னா அந்த ஹங்கரியோட கேம் ஹங்கரி against Portugal because we saw almost full in Hungary, so that's why we were like questioning how come everybody got vaccinated in Hungary. But Hungary, I didn't even know a single player, but all the 3 games they played, even against Portugal, they lost 3-0. They played really well. They gave a big fight to Germany and France. It was really good to see them play. So that was good. And of course, Sweden also played well. Other than that, of course, Switzerland. என்ன சார் ஷக்கீர் எப்படிதான் கோல் அடிக்கிறா அப்புறம் பிரான்ஸோட 3-all. And they went through. I mean, who would have thought? From nowhere, they just went up. Of course, they were the underdogs, but again, like Denmark, they also wanted to really prove a point. I was.
Overall, neutral. It was a good tournament. I mean, you're locked down, you're sitting at home, you can't do anything. So, you enjoy. Some people will say, "Oh, big game playing." And I think every game was entertaining.
Yes.
Every game was entertaining, and it was good. It was good to
overall was
see this happening. Apart, I mean, இப்போ நம்ம ஒரு tough-ஆன situation with the pandemic and all that. So I mean, there's not much for people to see.
Okay.
On the TV. இப்போ புதுசா படமோ ரிலீஸ் பண்றது இல்ல. I mean, nothing like that. So these are the things that even the non-fans are actually talking about it. Oh, இந்த game இருக்கு, இது இருக்கு, இப்ப இருக்கு, இது பார்க்கலாமா. So it's getting there, and when they actually watch it for the first time, they have goals, number of goals, they have 3 goals, they have so it's interesting.
Correct. Highest own goals also this time around.
Yes.
And இன்னொரு game Spain Croatia 5-3. Oh, that was really good. Was like end to end and they say Modric is 35. I know he was like controlling the whole Spanish team, was like struggling.
Actually என்னன்னா it's a role reverse. Because the Spanish are known for their matador. You control the bull and you hold the flag. Actually, the matador was this guy.
Yes.
Modric. So he hold the flag and he was telling the Spanish players where to go. So it's going to be hope. I mean, the Capra and the World Cup. So I hope he still comes in for his last tournament. Okay?
I hope so. Because it's just 1 year apart than the next year World Cup, and a little bit disappointing they lost that game, but was really entertainment. That was a good entertainment. Even on I saw the group game, Ukraine against Macedonia was good. Last minute, Poland or Sweden or Poland, Lewandowski was trying to do something. So, and the fighting spirit, it was not like a Champions League group game where we know who's going to win, going to lose, and all that. Everybody wanted to give a fight. So that was really good. And then, of course, Scotland scored a goal.
What a history.
Yeah, they actually scored a goal.
After how many years? After 1930, was it?
I have no clue, but they scored, and I was so happy for that. Although they lost the game, but it was good. I mean,
they have to start somewhere, is it?
Yes, they have to start somewhere.
So it's good. I mean, Scottish football it's developing. So of course you got Rangers with Gerrard and all that. So now so there's an Australian who's taken over Celtic, Ange Postecoglou. So obviously Australia, he used to be Australia's national coach. Ange.
Okay.
So here Australians are a bit excited because finally we've got a coach who are now in the Scottish League. So what's next? So from there, then he can identify the players here and move on, and from there they can hopefully play and or eventually move on to the English Premier League or even appear in Champions League. And the opportunity because I think on the generation like Harry Kewell, Timmy Cahill, Viduka, it's a bit. I mean, right now, of course, you got Matt Ryan, the goalkeeper, but a bit of a slump in Australian soccer.
Okay.
So it's a good positive boost for them in the Pesikaranga. So let's see how he fares. Hopefully, he does well. The disappointments of the tournament, Tonishna, is. There's a couple of teams actually.